Ty, you never answered. You going to the pre-release this weekend?
I said I'm broke as fuck, boy.
Oh, I
I
didn't hear you.
am.
All right, and we are live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the NFL Tribune podcast for Week 10. I am joined by my crew of somewhat intelligent football analysts. Say hello, guys. Okay.
No one
I
else
mean,
really.
you said for the intelligent ones to say hello. So
Nice. I was trying to give you guys some credit, but I guess I just shouldn't do that going forward. You're all dumb, and you're forever dumb, including me.
hate you.
But
Fuck.
yep, instant demonetization. No, scream it louder.
Fuck.
There we go. If we're gonna get demonetized, I'm gonna do it proudly. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and get started. So, Thursday night game. That was a game of all time. That's
I
the
completely missed it. What happened?
Dog
Dog shit game.
it was the Panthers and Bears.
It was football, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, oh god.
Do you want to take a guess as to who won?
Who was it?
Panthers Bears.
Bears.
They did by 3.
Only by 3.
Only by 3.
In a game where one touchdown for each team was scored.
Yep.
Oh Jesus.
Strangely
How many
enough,
field goals?
the first score of the game was Carolina's punt return for a touchdown. So a special team score that didn't end up winning them the game. Wait, they didn't even score an offensive touchdown.
That means they didn't score a touchdown on offense.
Wow. So
Neither quarterback threw for 200 yards that game.
Oh
Yeah.
Jesus.
the only touchdown that was scored by Chicago was a Deontay Foreman rushing touchdown. And that was in the third quarter. But it really was a game of all time. The Bears improved to 3-7. The Panthers fall to 1-8. So, yeah, tank bowl, big tank bowl. But I mean, even if the Bears were to lose that game, I mean, they still be happy with it because they have Carolina's pick.
I said the worst thing about it is we can't even say Carolina's purposely tanking because Carolina has their first round pick. They're just this bad.
I didn't realize how bad they really were. Like, I thought they'd be doing a little bit better than what they're doing right now, but not by much. The Panthers defense seems to keep them in a good chunk of these games, though. Which, if I recall correctly, the Panthers on defense aren't too bad. Let me see. Oh, the Panthers defense is 8th in yards allowed and 5th against the pass, but 28th against the run.
Panthers have always had a solid defense. They just never really had a good offense to back them up.
Yep, the offense is just terrible. But then again, I can't pin it too much on Bryce Young because if CJ Stroud would have been picked first, he would have been in the same situation with the same sort of production. The Panthers just aren't good offensively, and they need to put more pieces around Young for him to develop. His offensive line is bad, receivers not very good, no run game to speak of. Actually, how many yards did the Panthers run for in this game? Their leading rusher had 23 yards.
I said they ran for yards. Did they? Did that happen? Are you sure?
Chuba Hubbard had 9 rushes for 23 yards.
Oof.
Yeah, that's bad. And meanwhile, the Bears, Deontay Foreman had 21 carries for 80 yards and a touchdown. But yeah, the Bears can run the ball a little bit better than the Panthers. But that really was a game of all time. But
The Bears' backup wide receiver had more yards than the Panthers' halfbacks did.
It's honestly kind of embarrassing. I do want to talk about Ty. Will Levis has been named the starter going forward.
Yes, I'm excited. Hopefully we continue to see what he's been putting out.
I mean, you guys have a good test this week.
Yeah.
But that should inspire some confidence, because I mean, Levis isn't playing badly by no means. But this also means that I think that Tannehill, will be his last year in Tennessee.
More than likely. Which, I mean, hopefully he'll find somewhere else to go, more than likely.
As a backup.
Yeah.
Unless
Maybe
he,
he'll go to the Panthers and give them a new quarterback.
unless he
Yeah.
re-signs with the Titans for lesser money.
What you could do. I mean, he's kind of in a weird area where he could still be considered, a good quarterback, but it's also
Seeing some of his interviews this week, I don't think he's going to do that.
you don't think so? I haven't seen any of them.
He hasn't really said anything negative about the Titans or anything, but he's just said that being benched is a real eye opener, and it's going to make him have to rethink priorities.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, because he's what, 34, 35 years old? He's getting pretty close to retirement.
Yeah.
Which, I mean, if he still wants to play, it will predominantly be in a backup situation. Probably be a journeyman.
That depends on where he goes. He might go to Green Bay if they don't have any faith in Love and finish his last 3 or 4 years out there.
I mean,
He's 35.
speaking of Jordan Love, very underwhelming so far.
Yes.
But then again, the Packers as a whole have been underwhelming. They they beat the Rams, which they started Brett Rippon. So really, what are you accomplishing? But they beat the Rams 20-3. The Packers improved to 3-5. They're already sitting at third in their division, which I predicted that they would finish third in their division. Or did I predict third or fourth? I can't remember.
I think you picked fourth for them.
Regardless, the Packers, they keep turning the ball over, which is, I mean, that's obviously not good. Aaron Jones had a really ugly fumble. Jordan Love had a fumble. Actually, he had 2 fumbles, 1 passing and 1 rushing. But they're a team in transition. They need some more offensive pieces, definitely. But if they can continue to stick with Love, they're gonna have to put more pieces around him. I think the oldest receiver they have is 24 or 25 years old, if I recall correctly.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll stick with Love. Looking him up as it stands right now, he's got less than 60% pass completion percentage, and he's thrown 8 interceptions to his 12 touchdowns.
And a good chunk of that came against Week 1 against the Bears, where he threw like 3 or 4 touchdown passes.
Yeah.
So,
I mean, the thing is, the first 2-3 games he looked pretty good, and just has looked like garbage since.
yeah.
They got film on him.
Does this
That's
also
all that is.
That's what I'm
call,
scared.
does
with
this call
Levis,
into
too,
question how
with
good
him.
of Matt LaFleur is as a head coach?
No.
No.
Okay. I mean, I figured not, because this is his first year with Love as the starter.
At most, this calls into question GM decisions on drafting a quarterback in the first round 3-4 years before you ever put him in as a starter.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's enough to kind of fuck your development.
Yeah, but I guess we'll monitor that situation. Hopefully, the Packers' offense can perform better in the first half. They did finally score a touchdown in the first half for the first time in a while, which is honestly kind of sad.
Yay! Congratulations.
You scored a
did it.
touchdown in the first half of a game. Okay, moving on. Did the Falcons play last week? Yeah. Oh, this game.
Yeah.
Hey Dustin.
Yo.
This was Josh Dobbs' 5th day as a Viking, and you let him win.
Yep.
What happened?
The defense apparently doesn't know how to stop a scrambling quarterback.
Which
Apparently,
is...
our defensive coordinator doesn't know how to put a spy on a quarterback.
Oh, maybe they didn't anticipate that he would be that mobile. I don't know.
It
I
was
don't know why they wouldn't.
like the only real yardage they got that game was off Josh Dobbs running the ball. Not off his passing, not off the standard running game. It was off him dropping back to pass, everyone being covered, and him breaking down the field for 10, 15-yard run.
Mm-hmm.
And that was what ended. That's what lost us the drive on that last game-winning drive.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I knew the Falcons' defense was good, but I mean, they just didn't show it in this game. with as much as the football gods have struck down Minnesota, they keep fighting for wins and they keep winning. I think this is like their 4th straight game they've won. Because they were like 1-4 at one time, and now they're 5-4.
Yeah, looking at the stats, Josh Dobbs, 158 yards passing for 2 touchdowns, but 7 rushes for 66 yards.
Yeah, that's a lot.
Jesus.
He had more rushing yards than Alexander Madison, their starting halfback, with less than half the rushes.
Yep. And also, from what I'm seeing, Josh Dobbs fumbled 3 times and lost 2 of them, and they still won the game.
And I don't understand it. One thing I'm not understanding is we're not running with Bijan Robinson enough.
I did see one run. Where
No, he's not. He hasn't been hurt.
I don't know why they're not running with him then, because he's really good when.
And that was his only fumble this season.
Yeah.
I think everybody's current theory on that is Arthur Smith hates fantasy.
He mentions it all the time.
That's the only thing I could think of because he's averaging 5 yards a carry this season, but he's getting the ball less than 15 carries a game, and he's the number 1 back.
Doesn't make much sense to me.
Doesn't make sense at all.
Player utilization is not something they do well in Atlanta, it seems. Because I mean, I go back to Kyle Pitts about him not getting used enough. Because you spend a top 5 pick on a tight end, you would want to get him the ball more than you have.
You need a quarterback that can get him the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, hell, any quarterback can check down.
Kyle Pitts isn't a check down receiver.
That's a Travis Kelce like receiver that you have there.
Yeah, Pitts is never less than 10, 15 yards downfield.
Dustin, there was another play that I saw in that game where you tried a jet sweep to Jonnu Smith. I didn't like that play call. To put it simply,
I don't think anybody liked that play call.
Nobody cares when the Niners do it to George Kittle.
Jonnu Smith. The Vikings just apparently forgot that he existed last week.
Yeah.
5 receptions for 100 yards and a touchdown.
Yeah, he had that really long receiving touchdown.
Yeah, he outran the cornerbacks on the wide receiver screen where he was the wide receiver catching the screen.
I mean, Jonnu Smith has always been super athletic.
Yeah, but he ain't never been super fast.
No,
athletic and fast are two different things. I mean, he side by side outran the cornerback.
It's kind of sad if you on the cornerback's part.
The coach over on the sidelines, so we're just like, you know, man, it's okay. It happened once. You're now the 5th string.
I can guarantee you that after the fumble that Bijan had, he's not going to get any touches for weeks.
Which is
with how they've been playing him, I wouldn't be surprised. But like I said, it's his first fumble of the season, first fumble of his career, and he's averaging 5 yards a carry.
Yep.
There's no reason not to keep handing him the ball. None.
It's decisions like that that get coaches fired. You know?
Yes.
People are starting to call for Arthur Smith to be fired.
And for Arthur Smith to be coming from, running the ball a lot with Derrick Henry, why are you not running the ball anymore?
I don't know.
I don't really understand that. I mean, my team's got the same problem, to be honest.
Speaking of Joe's team, the Commanders actually got their first ever win at Gillette Stadium this past weekend, so kudos to you, Joe.
Yeah, beautiful.
I will say, whenever Sam Howell is not getting hit or harassed in the pocket, he's pretty good.
I mean he's been good when he is.
I would say he's been playing around that very well. I think, like I said, they need to run the damn football to take some pressure off him because he's having to throw the ball like 30 or 40 times a game, and you simply don't need to do that. We have a starting running back.
Against the Patriots, they ran it, excluding Sam Howell, 24 times for a total of 97 yards.
Not really for 24 carries. That's kind of, but yeah, I guess that's not terrible. That's the most they've ran it, I think, all season, really.
Yeah, I think
that contributes to a win. There were several times, especially against the fucking Giants, where it's like, just run the goddamn ball, dude. Like, just run the ball and it's fine.
Yeah, the Commanders have been hot and cold this season. Like, I know I've said that before, but I mean, the Patriots aren't really that good of a roster, and the Commanders did win. But I
They're
just want
very
them to be
ugly
more
wins.
consistent. Like, I
Yeah,
understand they
alright.
can drop 30 on the Eagles easily, but struggle to score against the Giants. I just wish they'd be more consistent.
You're preaching to the choir there.
But Washington needs offensive linemen. They can get more of them. They'll be a much better team than they are right now.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I wonder how they would
pretty
do with a guy like Trent Williams.
Yeah,
on their team.
Yep, 28-3. I understand. It's my
That-
28-3.
I will reiterate, that's worse than 28-3.
Yeah, you finally have something to make an excuse to downplay 28-3. I understand.
I mean, I've always had something. This just makes it worse.
And
Y'all tried to kill a dude. You can't say anything, man.
and then our game, a Sunday night game against the Buffalo Bills, we end up getting the win 24-18. It looks like Joe Burrow's all the way back, but the Bills just continue to struggle. I know they're missing a lot of defensive guys, but they started off the season kind of strong, aside the loss from the Jets, and they're 5-4 right now. Things aren't looking too good in Buffalo.
It's looking weird.
Turnovers.
Buffalo.
Yeah, turnovers has been the thing. They turn the ball over
They-
a lot.
They don't seem to have very good ball control.
Isn't
They
I
need
think
fucking run
Josh
game.
has the most interceptions so far this season? I'm
Josh
not
Allen?
100% on that.
They
I
need to
don't-
fucking have a run game besides Josh Allen on a regular basis.
One thing that I'm frustrated with my team is that we don't run the ball enough. As it sits right now, we're dead last in the league in rushing yards.
Joe Mixon
Well,
really kind of showing age.
I mean, no, we don't really like hand the ball off that much. We only handed the ball off 17 times in this game. And Joe
Only?
Mixon only had 37 yards rushing and a touchdown. I want to see
Not a
them
good
hand the
average.
ball off more. I want a consistent running game. Because, I mean, we should... I know that we can pass it like 40 to 50 times a game, but we shouldn't have to. Unless we're like down. But still. I like it when teams can run the football, and I want my team to run the football more.
Well, only
Yeah.
one team has ever won the Super Bowl without running the ball more than 50% of the plays.
That was who?
That was
Chiefs.
Chiefs against the Super Bowl against the 49ers.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
So right now, as it stands in interceptions, it's the Raiders have thrown 13, the Bears have thrown 12, Browns 11, Chiefs 10, Commanders, Bills, and Patriots 9.
So they're pretty up there in terms of turning the ball over.
Yeah.
Speaking of the Raiders, 30-6 win over the Giants, which they just recently fired Josh McDaniels, which they should have never been hired in the first place, and they just roll over the Giants. Aiden O'Connell looks pretty good whenever they're not turning the ball over. First of all, but Tommy DeVito, he's gonna have to start the rest of the season probably because Tyrod Taylor's on IR and Daniel Jones tore his ACL. So they might not win another game. They might be 2-15 at the end of the season.
Very possible.
I just hope that the Commanders can beat the Giants again.
Nah, they're going to come out and make Tommy DeVito look like an elite quarterback.
Yeah, that's what the Commanders like to do.
But
That
this
is what they do.
This is probably the biggest shift from last year because the Giants made the playoffs and won a playoff game last year, but this year it's awful. They look worse than the Cardinals and the
They won a
Panthers
playoff game because Kirk Cousins wanted to go back to the old days where he played like dog shit against the Giants.
It just kind of felt like it. I'm not feeling this whole playoff thing this year.
Oh, you want to go spend some time with his family, I guess.
I think as
Okay.
far as teams that need the most from free agency and the draft, I would definitely put the Giants in the top 3. I'm not going to put them at number 1 because I think Arizona could use the most help, but Giants definitely. Giants, Cardinals, and Panthers all need like a lot of help.
The
But,
Raiders aren't doing too hot either.
I expected like the Raiders to win, but I didn't expect them to, for it to be this lopsided.
Yeah.
But maybe I was expecting too much out of the Giants. That's probably the issue. Another game I want to talk. The Ravens ran all over the Seahawks, 37-3.
Yeah.
If I recall
they're on a
correctly, the
roll.
Ravens had over 500 yards of offense, and a
Yes.
lot of that was rushing yards.
Something stupid like that.
Madden numbers.
They're on a roll.
Which I don't doubt the Ravens' ability to run the ball, but Seattle, like, they couldn't do anything. On defense, they couldn't stop the Ravens' rushing attack, and on offense, like, the Ravens clamped down on them, which is one of the reasons why I fear playing the Ravens, because I know how good they are. But
Future division winners.
yeah, they're with as injured as they often are, they are 7-2 right now. Their only losses have been to the Colts and the Steelers, which
Weird
are
losses.
very weird losses. Like the Colts game was in overtime, and the Steelers, that was just a mistake-prone game. But all the other ones, like, they've won. Like against us, they won. Against the Browns, who didn't have Deshaun Watson, they won. They just keep finding ways to win, and it's kind of irritating. Because, I mean, the Titans are that consistently injured, but they don't win like the Ravens do. So
Hey,
I'm
here's
just-
here's the big one for the Ravens in this last game that I saw, like that I like from the defense. They lost the turnover battle in that game, and still never gave up a touchdown.
Yep. They had a lot of
Uh,
fumbles. Oh yeah, Lamar Jackson fumbled twice, and one of them was lost.
Odell Beckham fumbled,
hmm
and they lost the Odell Beckham fumble and the Lamar Jackson fumble.
Yep. It's so they lost the turnover battle, but they still beat their opponent by 34 points. You just
Yes.
don't see that happen. Should we be concerned about the Seahawks going forward because of this? 'Cause they're-
Sorry about the Seahawks.
We'll
They're
see
still-
how next season rolls around because they're still in the middle of a rebuild.
Mhm.
They're also tied for the division lead and a very big wild card contender.
That is true.
The wild card is tight in the NFC. Very tight.
There is one thing I do want to touch on, quickly. The Bears Saints game. The Saints won 24-17, right? The Saints had, I think, 5 takeaways, and they only won by 1 score. If you have that many takeaways, you should win by more than 7 points.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Saints offense is just not good. I mean, I like their defense, but their offense just doesn't really do a whole lot.
As long as Alvin Kamara gets me points, I don't care.
Also, one person I want to send a giant F out to is Cole Kmet. Really good tight end stuck on a bad team.
Yeah.
That's probably like him and DJ Moore are pretty much carrying the offense, apart from the run game.
Pretty much.
Let's see what else happened. Oh, yeah, elephant in the room. So CJ Stroud set the NFL single game rookie passing record against the Buccaneers in a very wild game, 39-37. I figured CJ Stroud would be good, but I didn't expect it to come this quickly.
I honestly didn't really have a lot of faith in the Ohio State quarterback, but it seems like I think he's the first pure Ohio State because Justin Fields started at Georgia, but he's the first like pure Ohio State quarterback that's just been this good.
Why did the Buccaneers like give up so much offense in this game? I thought the Tampa Bay
They looked
defense was supposed to be really good.
they looked past them. That's the only thing that makes any sense here.
Oh yeah.
You've
Very
got
possible.
three receivers with over 100 yards. I mean, this has been a top tier run stop and pass stop defense. I don't see any reason for them to have dropped the ball as hard as they did.
DJ Stroud has only thrown 1 interception.
Yeah, and that one interception came against the Saints where he threw an interception and then the defender fumbled it and the Texans got it back. but they still counted as an interception.
Yeah.
So, I mean, yeah. It's like he
yeah.
never even threw an interception because,
So
the Texans still held
it's
on to the
actually
ball.
he's actually doing really good. Like he's one of the top quarterbacks right now.
He's doing more with less, and that's really something. This is probably the weakest this Texans team is going to be going forward if they continue to play and build their team the way they are. And
Yeah.
that's not good news for everybody else in the AFC South.
Nope.
And we already know that the Titans struggle against the Texans no matter who plays for them. But CJ Stroud, I think this guy's different.
It's worrying.
Because you've got the Texans who are improving rapidly, the Jags who are already good, and the Colts who are just mid. But the Colts are overperforming, in my opinion.
The only thing that worries me about the Texans right now
Mm-hmm.
is their lack of run game.
Yeah,
We've mentioned it with all these other teams that have done not so hot because of their run game. The Texans are putting up 43 yards rushing right now in that last game.
Yeah.
Their number one halfback average looks like about 2 yards a carry. Exactly 2 yards a carry, actually.
Yep. But if you want to set the tone for the game, you got to run the ball. So
Mhm.
I'm assuming that's something they'll get taken care of in the future. They need some more offensive linemen. They need maybe some more running backs they can pick up late.
They could just get worse. I mean, that wouldn't break my heart. They
They
just
could
get
just
worse.
go worse.
Doesn't seem like that's going to happen, Ty, unfortunately.
I hope for that. Ty hoping for CJ Stroud's leg to do a special impression of uncooked spaghetti noodles.
Oh my, would you guys stop bringing that up? No, I do not want to wish. Speaking of CJ Stroud, though,
I don't wish that.
he's a very humble guy. He carries himself very well from what I've seen in interviews. He's
I'm excited for the AFC South just because all the fucking young quarterbacks are showing that they're really good.
Trevor Lawrence is already good. CJ Stroud is coming into his own. Gardner Minshew is still a serviceable starter, and when Anthony Richardson gets back, if he can stay healthy, he'll be pretty decent. And Will Levis has a lot of promise too.
It's exciting seeing a lot of young talent.
It really is.
I hate that it's all in my fucking division, but
It just makes your division that much better. You're gonna have to be more competitive. You can't write off any game in that division.
never have been able to really.
Last game I want to talk about is the Sunday night game, the Cowboys and Eagles. This game did not disappoint. It was a very good one. Eagles ended up winning in the end, 28-23. But this game was decided by literal inches. Do you guys remember that fourth down play to the Shoemaker, that tight end? That almost crossed the plane but didn't, and they turned it over on downs?
Yeah.
That was...
I wonder if anyone else in this room knows what it's like to be just a yard short.
Wow.
So that was one thing. Another one was Dallas went for a 2-point conversion, and they almost got it had Dak not stepped out of bounds before the end zone. Two heartbreaking moments in one game, and that ended up deciding the game. Then the Eagles had to make it interesting by, getting penalized on that last drive. That put the Cowboys in a somewhat decent position to take the lead, but they couldn't do it in the end. Philly's defensive line is just that good. Really, Joe? You had to do that.
I just mentioned it. I didn't put the whole video on there.
I just like this as a gif of it, to be honest. Just someone thought to put that on there.
Unfortunate.
Understand that you earned this.
Oh god, well.
Why'd you say Trent Richardson?
He's never played for me.
Oh.
I never played for Washington. Talking about that running back.
So it's been pretty much an up and down week. Last one. I'm not going to talk about the Cardinals-Browns game because that was kind of expected. But that's just padding Cleveland's defensive stats is all the Cardinals did this past week. And I think Arizona only had 58 yards of offense passing, which is the fewest in the league since I think the 50s or the 60s. So yeah, not good. So I guess we can move on to everybody's favorite segment.
Oh Lord.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no, it's all right. I gave you guys some easy questions this time.
You said
every
that
game you say
last
that,
time.
it's fucking
Okay,
easy.
but I mean it this time.
You say that every time.
You.
I think they're easy. I considered
Do
you
'em.
guys, and I was like, okay, it sounds like these guys would be able to answer these. If you guys can't answer these, then I'm legitimately concerned.
Do my
Any-
best to get them all wrong.
Messing up.
Anyway, everybody definitely except for Dustin.
Now, if I get every single one of them wrong, you're going to give me the win, right?
No.
Oh,
Oh, I pulled up my calculator. Stopwatch. All right, Dustin, are you ready?
no.
You know what? I love that spirit. All right, let's go ahead and get this underway. Timer will start after I read the first question, and here we go. Which AFC East team did Ryan Fitzpatrick not play for?
I don't know. Chargers?
Yeah. Final answer?
Final answer. I know they're not AFC East, but fuck it.
All right, who held the rookie passing yards record before CJ Stroud broke it?
Matthew Stafford.
All right, which division currently consists only of teams with winning records?
The NFC East.
All right, Tampa Bay's throwback uniforms are referred to as what?
The creamsicle.
And how many rookie quarterbacks are currently starting in the NFL?
Oh god, with the injuries, that's hard. 4.
All right, timer's down. We can undeafen now. Was excluding injuries.
Oh, was excluding injuries? Okay. Maybe I got that one right then. I don't know.
We'll see.
I'm pretty sure I got them all wrong. A few on purpose.
Why?
You have a winner.
Why on purpose?
Waterloo.
Brawling.
All right, Ty, it's your
Wait,
turn. Let me just record Dustin's time in here.
Let's get started.
Let's get started. I'm
Let's
excited.
get this bread.
All right, Ty, are you ready?
No.
Timer will start after read the first question, and here we go. Which AFC East team did Ryan Fitzpatrick not play for?
Did not play for?
Mm-hmm.
The Patriots?
All right. Who held the rookie passing yards record before CJ Stroud broke it?
I don't remember. Babe Ruth.
All right. Which division currently consists only of teams with winning records?
Go with the AFC North.
Tampa Bay's throwback uniforms are referred to as what?
Babe Ruth.
All right. And how many rookie quarterbacks are currently starting in the NFL, excluding injuries?
Oh Lord. Gonna go with 4.
All right, that is time. You can tell the others to undeafen now.
Sorry, I was looking at something.
You're good. All right, Joe.
That one felt like it took a hot minute.
It's your turn, Joe.
Yes.
All right, Joe, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I like your attitude. Give me 1 second.
1.
Timer will start after I read the first question, and here we go. Which AFC East team did Ryan Fitzpatrick not play for?
Patriots.
Who held the rookie passing yards record before CJ Stroud broke it?
Andrew Luck.
All right. Which division currently consists only of teams with winning records?
Only winning records?
Mm-hmm.
Just right now in the NFL.
Mm-hmm.
I don't pay attention to that really. Cardinals are shit. Otherwise, I'd say that division, but fuck. Maybe what's the AFC North? That's the one with the Browns in them, right?
Yeah. Final answer.
Try that one. Yeah.
All right. Tampa Bay's throwback uniforms are referred to as what?
Okay, fine.
Color scheme.
Lombardi? I don't know.
All right. How many rookie quarterbacks are currently starting in the NFL, excluding injuries?
Stroud. 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's say 5.
All right. That is time. Until the others to undeafen now.
All right, let's see how bad we did.
I only know one of them.
I
That
hope
I
I
think
got them all wrong.
Dustin,
I only know
why
one of
are
them
you
I got
throwing
right.
these? I want you to
Hashtag throw.
try.
I do try sometimes, but then sometimes I get a hair up my ass. I'm like, you know what? It'd be funny if I just got them wrong this week.
Oh, okay. So you're just trolling. I got you.
Yes.
Yo,
In this friend group, do you expect anything different?
No, honestly. Okay, so I have all your times recorded, so let's go over these. First question, which AFC East team did Ryan Fitzpatrick not play for? From Dustin, I didn't know the Chargers played in the AFC East.
100%.
Ty and Joe both said the Patriots. It is the Patriots. So that's
Wow.
a point for each. He played for the Bills, Jets, and the Dolphins at some point. So,
Yes.
All right. Who held the rookie passing yards record before CJ Stroud broke it? Dustin said Matthew Stafford. Ty said Babe Ruth. And Joe said Andrew Luck. It is Andrew Luck. So that is a point. He had 432 passing yards in a game, if I recall.
That one I
correctly.
actually just straight got wrong because I couldn't remember who it was.
Oh, no, you're good. All right. Number 3. Which division currently consists only of teams with winning records? Dustin said the NFC East. Ty and Joe both said the AFC North. It is the AFC North. The Ravens are 7-2, and everybody else is 5-3.
Oh yeah, another one wrong.
Oh yeah, the Giants are shit.
It's all coming together.
Oh yeah, it's all coming together. All right, number 4. Tampa Bay's throwback uniforms are referred to as what? Dustin said the Creamsicles, Ty said Babe Ruth, and Joe said Lombardi. It is the Creamsicle uniforms, so Dustin gets a point there.
You said,
I couldn't get the one in my own division.
I thought you
wrong.
said, I'm not gonna lie, I thought you said Green Bay Packers for some reason.
No, I said Tampa Bay.
Like,
Don't even sound the same.
I don't know why I thought. I don't know why I thought he said. I
don't even think they have any of the same letters except for A and C.
I'm pretty sure. He probably said Packers, but just fuck me. He's always trying to throw.
No, I can't help it if your
sus.
ears have a skill issue.
You're sus.
All right. All right, last one. How many rookie quarterbacks are currently starting in the NFL, barring injuries? Dustin and Ty both said 4. Joe said 5. You all were really close. It is 6 right now. We have Bryce Young, CJ Stroud, Tommy DeVito, Bajent from the Bears, Will Levis, and Aiden O'Connell.
Well, he said barring injuries. Tommy DeVito started because of injuries.
But he started.
He meant the injured. He meant like Anthony Richardson doesn't count because he's hurt.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. But, I mean, that was a pretty close guess.
Ain't not specific again.
Yes, I was. I said currently starting. Currently starting means they're playing.
Sussy.
You know what? You're all getting difficult questions next week. Fuck you guys.
Yay!
Fucking difficult.
What is that give?
The fuck is
What the hell?
That is cursed.
So, let me look at the points. Joe wins. That's another win for Joe.
Yep.
Yeah, he got 3 right. Ty got 2 right, and Dustin got 1 right. Dustin got 1 right. Yo, we're setting
Despite
records
his
every day.
literal best effort.
No, I couldn't get the one in my own division wrong. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's fair. All right, and with that out of the way, let's go ahead and do our predictions for this week. So, Panthers Bears already happened. We already know there. We have another German game. The 4-5 Colts travel to Germany to face the 2-7 Patriots. Indy is favored by 2 to win this game, and I'm taking the Colts.
I'm taking the Colts.
Colts.
Yeah, I'll probably have to go with Colts on this one.
Oh wait, before I advance, do you guys want to know your yearly total so far?
He remembered.
Okay, so I am currently in the lead with 78 wins. In second, we have Joe with 73 wins. Dustin is in third with 71, and Ty is in last with 70.
A little bit more gap than usual.
But it is close, though. Very close. Last week really helped Dustin get out of the doldrums of the predictions.
Look, man, I gotta bet on my underdogs.
That is true. All right, next up we got the Texans traveling to Cincinnati to take on the Bengals. Bengals are 6.5-point favorites in this game. I gotta take my team.
Bengals.
Yeah, I'm gonna go. No. I'm gonna go with my gut. My gut says Texans.
I got
Alright.
say Texans.
Bunghole.
All
I
right.
hope it's the Bengals, but my gut's saying Texans.
I also watched That's Good Sports' predictions, like his power rankings, and he has a curse wheel, right, that he spins at the end of the episode. Guess who the curse wheel landed on this week? Cincinnati.
Oh Lord.
So
Is
if
it-
the Texans
Oh
win,
Lord.
if the Texans win, I'll be fully convinced that the curse is real.
Oh Lord.
Oh Lord.
But I hope the curse wheel is wrong. But it's only been wrong once this year. Anyway, oh god. Then we have the Packers at the Steelers. Steelers are 3.5-point favorites to win. I'm going
Steelers?
Pittsburgh because I
Steelers.
think they'll win, but I don't want them to win.
I think it's gonna be the Steelers. I
Yeah.
think their defense is gonna fucking make Love just hate life.
Yeah.
Okay, I thought you were going a different route with that. Never mind.
Yeah,
Start
I'm
a
gonna
sentence with
say.
make love.
They're gonna make love to that offensive line.
I'm gonna say that. I'm gonna say the Steelers are going to look past them. I'm gonna say Packers.
With their consent.
Ooh,
Gonna
okay.
make love to me. Do do do.
Who are you going, Joe?
Pittsburgh.
All right. Next, we've got Saints Vikings. Saints are currently favored to win by 3, but I'm not going to count Minnesota out. I'm going to take them.
Yeah, I'm going Vikings.
It's hard. Probably Vikings.
You know what? I'm going against the granny. I'm gonna go Saints.
God damn, you're a rebel, aren't you?
I mean, it's either going to help him or hurt him. I mean, what does he really
Little
have to lose?
rebel.
With a rebel yell.
No.
All right, we have one of our 2 divisional matchups this week. Browns Ravens. Ravens are currently 6.5-point favorites. I'm taking the Ravens to win.
I thought you were about to say
Yeah.
Browns.
No.
I honestly, I'm gonna go against the grain and say Browns.
I'm going Browns as well.
I think
Ravens.
Deshaun Watson will be playing.
I think this is a division matchup. I think it's very easy to look past this
Oh,
with
wait,
all their
Deshaun
success.
Watson is playing.
Yeah. He played last week.
I'll stick with the Ravens still.
Okay.
I'm just far less sure of it.
All right, next we've got the Titans at the Buccaneers. The Buccaneers are 2.5-point favorites to win, which the odds have shifted from the last time I looked. Tampa Bay was a 1-point favorite, and now the odds shifted into 2.5 for Tampa. And they never do that without any reason. And I think just for that, I'm going to take Tampa. Because, I mean, the last time the line shifted from what I saw, I picked the other team and they lost, so I'm going to bet that the opposite happens. So I'm taking Tampa.
I'm kind of with Kane on that, not because I think Tampa's the better team, but I'm wondering if Vegas knows about an injury or something that we haven't been notified about yet.
I don't know. Of course, I don't expect Tampa Bay to give up that much offense, for a second straight week. So.
No. But I'm thinking I'm thinking Vegas knows something we don't know, and that's the reason why they're putting more points on Tampa. So I'm going to go Tampa.
Probably. Who you guys got?
I'm gonna do the Bucks. Every time I do the Titans, they disappoint me.
Ty?
I want to go with my Titans so much, but last week I bet that the Titans would lose to the Falcons but beat the Steelers, and the opposite of each one happened.
No.
You might have to take the L and go with the Bucks. Just hope your team wins.
No.
Pick the L.
Faith in the team. Tits it is.
All right.
Tits. He likes tits.
I mean, I don't blame the man. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, we've actually got a really good matchup here.
Wait, he's a tits man, not a Bucks man.
I'm a tits man, not a Bucks man. Okay. So, the 49ers are coming off their bye week and are headed down to Jacksonville to take on the Jags. San Francisco's 3-point favorites in this game because they'll be getting a lot of their guys back. I'm taking San Francisco here.
And they're coming off their 3 losses out of a bye week. They're going to be coming back with a vengeance. I'm going San Fran.
Okay.
San Fran, baby.
And I'm going to tell you right now, it's going to be by much more than 3 points.
Jags.
Taking the Jags. You know,
The
bold
collapse.
prediction, I think the Jags are going to cover. I don't think they'll win, but I think they'll be either
I think
trailing
it'll
by
be
3 or come
Yeah,
within
The
3.
collapse begins.
Oh.
It would not surprise me if the Jags run away with the game either.
Mm-hmm. Because, I mean, I don't really envision the Niners losing 4 games in a row.
No.
Because if they lose 4 in a row, then something's very clearly wrong.
The Seahawks beat the
If they
Commanders.
if they lose 4 in a row and lose coming out of bye week, it is 100% a midseason collapse.
Okay,
Mhm.
fair enough.
The collapse is officially called.
Oh, the Lions are also coming off of their bye week, and they're headed to Los Angeles to take on the Chargers. Detroit's 3-point favorites in this game. I'm taking Detroit. Obviously. I don't trust the Chargers.
So
Detroit's
Chargers
a better
disappoint me.
team. Detroit's a better team. But they've always seemed to do bad against the Chargers.
Okay.
I'm going LA.
Joe?
Lions.
Lions.
All right. If the Chargers didn't, underachieve, then I would be more inclined to pick them, but they underachieved, so.
I'm not going to say anyone's stupid for either pick because, like I said, Detroit always underperforms, but Chargers always disappoint. So.
Oh, so this one's very noteworthy. The Falcons are traveling to Arizona to take on the Cardinals. Atlanta's only favored by 2.5, mainly because Kyler Murray's coming back from his injury, and he will be playing this week.
Murray.
I still think the Falcons will win, but it's a little concerning that they're only 2.5-point favorites.
I think Falcons win.
I'm going with the Falcons.
All right, Ty?
Go Cardinals on this one.
Okay. Think Kyler Murray's going to come back and ball out?
Yeah, I think little man gonna run all over.
Oh,
Mm.
Murray.
Little man have short legs, go fast.
Okay, this game I think is going to be sneaky good. The Commanders and the Seahawks. Seahawks are 6-point favorites in this game, but I have a feeling the Commanders are going to upset them. Because the Seahawks have not been playing all that well. I think the Commanders will get the better of them.
I just straight up think the Commanders are the better team. It's not even close in my opinion.
You're taking Washington?
Yeah.
Well,
I got a feeling it's going to be all Washington this week.
All right.
I think it's I think Washington. I really think Washington can win this game. I think it'll be a close game though.
All right. So we all picked the upset this week. Okay, we have our second divisional matchup. And this is the biggest point spread I have ever seen in a game.
Oh Lord.
The Giants are facing the Cowboys again, and Dallas is 17-point favorites to win. No question, I'm taking Dallas.
Cowboys.
I need the Cowboys to lose that.
So I'm not doing this because I think it's going to happen. I'm doing this because I want it to happen.
Okay.
I'm speaking it into the universe.
Mm-hmm.
New York pulls the upset.
Oh, you know what,
I
Dustin? If you're admitting this right now, then you need to bet the Giants to win.
Putting money on it, right? That's on my parlay right now.
Oh, he's going for it. Joe, who do you think?
I am
Yeah,
putting it in the
buddy.
universe.
need the Giants have to win this game for Washington to stay in the wild card to help Washington stay in the wild card hunt.
So
So
who you
fuck
taking?
it, Giants. Yeah, that's who I want.
Okay. Sunday night, guys, we have some amazing primetime games. Sunday night
Oh, yeah.
football, the Jets and the Raiders. The Raiders are 1-point favorites to win. I'm taking the Raiders.
Jets.
Yeah.
I
Say Jets.
don't trust the Jets because their offensive line is bad, and I'm taking Max Crosby in the defensive line over the Jets offense.
Well, I like what I've seen so far out of Aiden.
Mm-hmm.
So
Taking Las
Raiders.
Vegas. Hi.
Said Raiders.
All right. And Joe, Dustin?
Jets.
Jets.
Okay.
Jet Jets.
Wait, Dustin, are you only picking the underdogs for this?
Have I picked only underdogs this week?
No.
I
I
think
mean,
so.
you
You did the
picked
Bucks.
Tampa
The
and
Bucks
San
were
were
Francisco.
favorite. I'm saying he's picked.
I have
favorite.
picked mostly underdogs though. Holy shit!
Don't you do that a lot? I'm
That
pretty
can
sure
be
you're
a big
usually about
payout if
50-50,
you're right.
aren't you?
It's
I just-
usually I do the favorite a little more often, but I do pick underdog more than anyone else.
All right, guys. Monday Night Football. Broncos at the Bills. Buffalo 7-point favorites to win, but I don't like the inconsistency I'm seeing out of the Bills. I'm taking Denver in the upset in this one.
I think Denver pulls the upset, and we call the full collapse on the Bills.
All right.
I don't see it happening. I'm going Bills.
All right, Joe.
Bills as well.
All right. And before we do anything else, let's take a look at next Thursday night's game. I actually don't know what it is. Oh, the Bengals and the Ravens in Baltimore.
Actually, a decent Thursday night one.
Yeah, I'm
That's
going
gonna be a good
Cincinnati.
one.
Like you're not gonna catch me picking.
Who's
the
favored?
There is no favorite because they haven't played yet.
They only do the favored on
the week?
when it's on the week.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't know if they did those ahead of time. All right.
Oh,
I'm taking Cincy gets their revenge back from week 2, and they get the win over Baltimore.
Ravens.
All right.
Bengals.
I think I go Cincinnati.
Okay. And we always seem to play the Ravens well. Like we don't get like blown out by
Y'all
them very
didn't last
often.
time.
We didn't last time. But it's always been the Browns that give us trouble. We can beat the Steelers and the Ravens consistently, but not Cleveland.
God, I hope I have a 100% win rate for this Sunday.
I'll be mad if you do.
How big is that payout?
$999,000
Yeah.
Wait, what?
on a $3.82 bet. It'll be $999,677.
With the amount of
Say how much of the
underdogs you
Giants
pick.
game?
Do you mean
If-
$999?
$999,600.77.
You know what, Dustin? If you
I
win,
want you to win. I want
If-
you to be right.
if
I
you
want
win
you
the
to be right,
parlay
man.
this week,
Fucking awesome.
I would like to discuss financial terms with you.
Oh, really? Oh, he's like the relative.
No.
And the only reason it's not more is because I tend to do $5 bets on them,
hmm
but you can't win more than $1 million off of FanDuel
Oh, yeah.
on
fair
a
enough.
single bet.
How much will that get taxed?
Yes.
25%.
Because
Yes.
the government needs their share.
Like
Alright.
$700,000.
But yeah, that is gonna do it for this week. Let me go ahead and save everything. That's gonna do it for week 10, and I guess I'll see you guys back for week 11.